Hey guys, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video, I want to dive a little deeper into lookalike audiences. There's two different type of lookalike audiences that you can create. So I want to go over these two. I want to explain the differences to you and let you know what you need to be ready to get started using these lookalike audiences. All right, so the first type of lookalike audience is called a clicker lookalike audience, where Facebook takes all of the people that have clicked on your ad, everybody, and they find similar people to those clickers, and they build you a whole new target audience, a whole new group that you can target your ad to based off of those clickers. Now, this is one of the first steps in using lookalike audiences. It's the quickest and fastest to do. It's extremely effective as well. But the second kind is called lookalike audiences from a pixel. They're conversion lookalike audiences. That means Facebook looks at everybody that not has just clicked your ad, but they've actually bought something after they clicked your ad, and they try to make another audience for you based off of the demographic of people that actually converted and bought your t-shirt or bought the product that you're marketing. So clearly that is very powerful. Your buyer data is always going to bring you way better, more higher quality targeted leads than clicker data. But both options are still phenomenal and work really great. All right, so let's go deeper into clicker lookalike audiences, okay? So the first thing you need to know is that it creates a similar audience to the clicker, to your clickers, to your previous clickers. So if you have like 10,000 clickers on an ad, it's going to look at what do all of those clickers have in common, what interest, what age, what gender, and it's going to create you a new audience from all of that data. You need at least 500 clickers before you try to build a lookalike audience. Um, there's a lot of people on Facebook, and the minimum size lookalike audience you can create is 2 million. So the more data Facebook has to look at, in other words, the more clickers you've had that Facebook can look at and try to identify similarities between, the more accurate and the more high quality your lookalike audience is going to be, if that makes sense. So if you build a lookalike audience from people or from a list that's 500 clickers, and somebody else builds a lookalike audience from 5,000 clickers, clearly Facebook's going to be able to identify better and more accurate similarities from the bigger ad. So the minimum I will create a lookalike audience from is a group of 500 people. Okay, so try to wait till it hits 500 or plus. It's really best if you can wait till you have 1,000. So when your custom audience says that you have 500 people in it or so, that's basically the green light to go in and create a lookalike audience from that. Very easy. It's one click. You'll see a video here in a second that shows you exactly how to do that. And just remember, there's clickers and there's converters, right? This is our clicker audience. Now, next you have your converter audience. So your audience from converters. Now, this is created not from clickers, but from your Facebook pixel. So you have to be using Facebook's conversion pixel in order for this to work. All of the t-shirt platforms allow you to place your Facebook pixel. There is a video in this series that shows you exactly how to create a conversion pixel if you don't already know how to do that. Facebook lets you do it with 2 or 3 clicks. Then all you do is copy and paste it over into Represent or whatever t-shirt platform you're using, and Facebook will know every time somebody clicks your ad and gets a sale. So you can create custom audiences from your converters. Now these are epic, but you really need to have at least 100 sales or 100 conversions before you create a lookalike audience from your conversion pixel. Because once again, Facebook, the more data you can give Facebook to use to find similarities in this audience, the better. So if you have 5 conversions on your ad, and you're like, oh, I'm going to go create a conversion lookalike audience, it's not going to do well, because think about all of the people on Facebook, okay? So even if you're just doing the US, you're talking about over 100 million people there, about 160, 170 million, I believe. 5 people is not enough data for them to identify across 100 million others, what the biggest similarities are. So converter lookalike audiences are epic, but they're going to come later on down the road. So step 1 is build an ad and let that ad run and start building up your custom audience. Step 2 is after your custom audience has gathered 500 or more clickers, you can go in and you can create a lookalike audience, which will give you a whole fresh new batch of people that you can start marketing to that you never touched before. This can help you scale your campaign. Then once you've really got a lot of sales to your shirt, if you can manage to get over 100 conversions or so on that pixel, then you go in and you can create a converter lookalike audience, which will then not just look at the similarities between the clickers, it'll start identifying the similarities between everybody that's buying, all right, which is just pure freaking gold. All right, so that's a good explanation between the two. Now we're going to dive in, we're going to go live, we're going to go to my Facebook account, I'm going to show you a case study, and I'm going to show you how to actually build these audiences.